Before we begin, close your eyes for just one breath. Breathe in and out. This is a story, but it is also a mirror, and somewhere inside it you may find yourself. Her name was Elena, 49 years old, a woman who had spent 3 decades giving her time, her laughter, her quiet hours to everyone around her, to her children, now grown and gone, to her mother before she passed, to her marriage, even after it ended. She was not a sad woman, people said. She was strong, capable, fine. But strength, when it is never replenished, becomes a kind of emptiness, and Elena had been empty for a very long time. She did not call it depression. She did not call it grief. She called it Tuesday. It began with a tightness, not pain exactly, more like a fist just below her sternum, clenching and unclenching without explanation. She saw her doctor. Everything was normal, he said. Perfectly normal. But Elena knew, the way women often know things that science has not yet named, that something inside her had closed, quietly, carefully, like a flower folding itself back into a bud, afraid of another frost. Her energy was low, her joy muted. The world outside her window looked the same as always, but it felt farther away. One evening, she found a book. She couldn't say why she chose it. The spine was faded, the title barely visible. But she carried it to her chair, wrapped herself in a blanket the color of autumn, and she began to read. It spoke of energy centers, of invisible rivers of light that flow through the human body, of a place in the center of the chest, the heart chakra, called anahata in the ancient tongue, whose name means that which is unstruck, unhurt, still whole beneath the wounds. Elena read the words 3 times, that which is unstruck. She pressed her hand over her heart, and for the first time in years, she wept. She did not know what she was doing at first. She only knew she needed to do something, not for her career, not for her children, not for anyone else. Something just for this ache in the middle of her chest that no doctor could see and no achievement could fix. She began with green, the color of the heart chakra, the book said. She placed a small rose quartz crystal, pink and cloudy as a winter dawn, over her sternum. She breathed, slowly. She imagined light, like moss after rain, soft and green and alive, gathering in her chest. It felt strange. She nearly stopped, but she stayed. 3 minutes, then 5, then one morning 20. The shift was not dramatic. It did not arrive like lightning. It came the way spring comes, quietly, almost invisibly, until one morning you realize the cold is gone. She noticed it first on a Tuesday, which had always been her least favorite day. She was walking past a garden, and a rose was blooming, pink, wild at the edges, and something in her chest responded, not with pain, but with longing, with beauty, with the sensation, almost forgotten, of being alive in a world that deserved to be noticed. She stopped. She stood there a long time, and for the first time in years, she let herself feel it, all of it. The loss and the love and the grief and the gratitude, all tangled together like roots and flowers, inseparable. The fist beneath her sternum slowly unclenched. She began to study deeper. She learned that the chakras are not just spiritual concepts, they are maps. Maps of where we hold our pain, our power, our fear, our love. She learned that the root chakra, at the base of the spine, governs safety and belonging, and she recognized, with a quiet shock of recognition, that she had never truly felt safe in her own body. So she worked with both, the root first, grounding herself with red jasper and bare feet on morning grass, with slow meals and warm baths, and the radical act of going to bed before she was exhausted. Then the heart, opening tenderly, like a door that has been closed so long its hinges have grown stiff. If Elena's story feels familiar, if there is a tightness in your chest that no diagnosis has explained, or a tiredness that sleep does not seem to touch, it may be time to listen to what your energy body is telling you. The Chakra Healing Guide linked below was created for women exactly like Elena. It walks you through each of the 7 energy centers, what they govern, what blocks them, and the simple, sacred practices that begin to restore their flow. No experience needed, no special equipment, only the willingness to listen to yourself in a new way. The link is in the description, and if you're not ready yet, that's okay too. Just keep watching, keep listening. The path finds you when you're ready. Elena is not healed in the way people imagine healing, as a destination, a finish line, a before and after. She is healing, present tense, continuous, an ongoing conversation between her and the body she spent decades ignoring. But she is no longer empty. The rivers of light the old book spoke of, she cannot see them, but she can feel them now, moving through her, quiet and sure, like water remembering the way home. And on some Tuesday mornings, she passes that garden, and the rose is still blooming, and Elena lets herself bloom too.